All right, so on week 8, I've moved it up to the top. I'm going to go over the lessons for this week. Everything that you see is here. So the first thing is Science Lesson 1. Let me get under Keans. All right, so Science Lesson 1. Going to go to View Assignment. And this is over life cycles. So it says, big question to think about as you complete assignments this week. What are the similarities and differences of growth patterns in the life cycles of organisms? So if you look at one life cycle and you compare it to another, how are they similar and how are they different? You're going to read the Google Slides and answer the questions on the last slide. And then you're going to turn it in when all your questions have been answered. So you're going to click on the slide right here. And you go through here, and this is life cycle of butterfly, chicken, grasshopper, frog, and you're going to look and you're going to read through here. And it goes into plants as well. And then you're going to answer these 4 questions. So what do all the life cycles of the animals, what do they all have in common? What are 2 main ways that animals are born? What are the main stages of a plant life cycle? And are all plant life cycles the same? And explain. So you're going to answer those. Then you're going to go back and go to classwork, and you're going to go to reading and writing lesson, view assignment, and it says you will continue to complete the pandemic journal mission 3 and mission 4. You will need to open the journal you began last week by looking through your documents in your Google Drive. So you're going to go to your Google Drive. And in your Google Drive, this is where all your safe stuff is saved. So everything that you've worked on, this is where it keeps. So every single document you've opened or Google Slide or anything like that through Google, all of it's going to be in here. So you're going to search right here. I just started typing in journal, and you can see it brought up week 7 pandemic journal. So I'm going to open that, and then it brings it to where I last left off. So those of you that completed this from week 7, these first 2 missions should be done. So this slide should have your name on it, this one, and this one. Now, you're going to complete number 3, and so your information will go here, and then number 4, your information will go there, and then you're going to stop, and you're going to go back into Google Classroom, and right here where it says Add, you're going to click Add, and then you're going to go Google Drive, and then that journal should be right up here. You're going to click on that. You're going to add it so that it adds it to your work. This first one right here is just the directions. So you're going to add it to your work, and then you're going to turn it in. Okay? All right, the next thing you're going to do is math. And it says I can describe the attributes of points, line segments, rays, lines, and angles. So we're going to view the assignment. The first thing you're going to do is go through this interactive lesson. It says make sure you're logged into Launchpad to access it. So this is just a review to help you go through and learn about those vocabulary, and it has some activities there. Then you're going to do the seesaw activity. It's a geometric hunt. You're going to look around your house for examples. So you're looking for these types of things in your house. You're going to take a picture, and then you're going to use the tool to show on your photo where each example is. So if you find, if you say, let's say you take a picture of your TV, and you recognize that your TV has angles. You're going to use the tools to draw on the photo to show where those things are. Once you have completed the interactive lesson and you've uploaded your seesaw, then you're going to mark this as done. Please do not mark it done unless the seesaw activity has been completed first. Then you're going to go back to classwork. Your second science is still over life cycles, so we're going to view assignment. And it says, here's your question again, thinking about the similarities and differences between the organisms. So you're going to open the Google Doc that's right here, and you're going to move the pictures to the correct order for the life cycle. And then here, these are just some short little clips. There's a ladybug, plants. Here's a cool bean time lapse that shows you how, especially with the roots developing and how that plant grows over time. One with a frog. So you click on, you watch those videos, and then you click on this Google Doc, and then all you're doing is putting these in order. So this one is a beetle. So you're going to click on the photo, and then you just drag it to the right order. So you put those all in order. Same thing with the moth, the radish, the Arctic poppy, the polar bear, the Arctic tern, and then it says, make sure you do this. It says choose 2 of the animals and tell how their life cycles are alike and how they are different. When you write these, please write in complete sentences. So you could say, like you could use the polar bear and you could use the Arctic tern. So you could say the Arctic tern and the polar bear have similar life cycles because blank. And then you could say the Arctic tern and the polar bear have different life cycles because blank. And so fill in and make sure you're writing complete sentences. Then you're going to choose a plant and an animal, and you're going to talk about how they're alike and different. So same thing, write in complete sentences. Tell me which, I need to know which ones you're comparing. So make sure you put their names. And so all this is putting the photos in correct order and then answering the 2 questions. And feel free, if you're not sure on some of these, like some of these are pretty obvious because of the size, but if you're not sure, you know, with the plants or something like that, you can look those up and research those. All right, so once you're done with that Google Doc, you're going to turn it in, and the videos might help you as well too. All right, then you're going to go back, and the last thing is your math lesson. So we're going to view assignment. So this is still, we're looking at types of lines. This time we're looking at perpendicular and parallel lines. So again, you're going to go to this interactive lesson, and you're going to create a piece of art. It could be a drawing or a painting or any kind of art that you want to do. It doesn't have to be just those 2. And you're going to make sure you have, within your art, it has to have the following types of lines. So it needs 3 sets of parallel, 3 sets of perpendicular, 3 sets of intersecting lines, and you're going to upload your art into Seesaw. You are welcome to use the drawing tools in Seesaw, or you could take a photo of something that you've made. And this is an important part. Make sure you use the speaker tool to describe where in your art those lines appear. So you have to describe, you know, here's 1 set of parallel lines, here's my second, here's my third, this is where my perpendicular lines are, here's where my intersecting lines are. I want you to point them out. And then it says, after the interactive lesson has been completed and your art has been uploaded to Seesaw, make sure you turn that in. So you're going to click over here, you're going to mark as done. Again, please do not mark done until everything is actually done. All right, and then we're going to go back, and that's it for lesson 8. or for week 8. So this week is a little bit shorter. There's no social studies included, and there's not going to be any RAS kids included. So if you do finish early, this should only take you maybe 3 days tops, if that. You could probably do this in a couple days. So really use that extra time to go back. If you scroll all the way down, this is going to be our last week. So you've got week 9. And then if you scroll all the way down, you've got week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way down to 7. Go back and make sure that each of those are complete. So if you see this color, that means it hasn't been complete. But if I've already graded it, you might have already graded it. So you can go right here and view my work, and you can see which assignments are missing or which ones are, if they're a 0, they're missing. So those definitely need to be corrected. It's now the 11th, so you have up until the 22nd to get this stuff in. So make sure you're going back and looking, at anything that is missing. So hope that helps. If you have any questions, please send them my way. Enjoy your week, and we'll try to do a Zoom probably early this week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. But I'll send a message out on Seesaw. All right, bye guys.